don't think I've ever tried any sport that does the same thing that climbing does, because you're defying gravity, first of all, or at least attempting to. But at the same time, you find out what you're capable of emotionally, physically, and you have to really have relationships with people, because trust is everything. I mean, somebody at the other end of your rope has your life in their hands, literally. My name is Provenza. My specialty is emergency medicine, and I work for Comphealth. You know, there's definitely a camaraderie involved with doctors, partly because we've all been through the same hell and the same sacrifices, and we all have the same huge debt. You feel for each other. I wanted to live on the West Coast, and I trained in the East, and I found that it was really difficult to get jobs out there. So traveling with Comphealth allows me to live where I want to live and continue to work and adventure in the country and do the things I want to do. I get the benefit of working in lots of different places, so you get all kinds of experience you wouldn't necessarily have at the same location. There's also the aspect of different pathology in different areas. Large hospitals, small hospitals, country hospitals, big city hospitals, it's all very different. For those people who are looking for another place to live, it's not a bad idea to sample different areas to work, because then they can find out where they want to move to. Or stay with the company for a while, just because it does give you a lot of freedom. I mean, there's definitely periods of time that if I don't want to work, I don't need to. And I don't think most people in a new job especially have that discretion. Learning new ropes maybe takes an extra, few hours to a day to adapt. But once you do that, just think how much better you are every other place you go. I mean, it makes a difference now. Now I'm not nearly as nervous about walking into a new place thinking, what kind of paperwork do they have? How do they do this? How's the system run? Because it can be very different. But the fact is, I think I've run into every different system that I could run into. And I don't know, it's an adapting system. I figure the better you are at that, the better you are at everything in life you have to adapt to. I think that it's really important to have people that you can trust when you work with them. And the better they are, the better everything runs. It's true. I have my organizer to thank for making things as smooth as possible. She's been great. Every time I need to talk to her, she's available. She takes care of as much of the paperwork as she can. A lot of one-on-one treatment there, a lot of that high-maintenance doctor patting on the head sort of thing, which is kind of nice. I get to be near my family, which is what I wanted in the first place, and live where I want to live, but I still have places in the rest of the country that I like to go to. And rock climbing in the East where I trained is great, so I can go back there and continue to do that. I still wake up when it's time to go to work and want to go to work. I don't think most people can say that. I don't think most people really love their jobs. And I can still say, even after all the treachery and residency and everything else, I love what I do. I don't have a problem with it at all. It's great. It's fun. It's definitely a challenge.